Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. We are going to be doing math lesson 8.5 today. So the pages you will need for today's lesson are 565, the back 566, 567, and 568. And then the homework will be page 569 and 570. So today for the lesson, they are what we're going to be doing is adding and subtracting with inches. But don't get nervous. It's just like regular adding and subtracting. So they're talking about inches, but really we're just going to be subtracting and adding like we all know how to do. So don't let it being inches and measuring get you nervous. It's just going to be like regular subtraction and adding. Okay, so I'm going to show you page 565. And I'll move the camera so you can see it. I'm going to put it up on my board. And then we're just going to go over it quickly, and then we'll go on to page 566. So I'll put it up. I'm going to slide you on over. Okay, back it up. Let's take a look here. Okay. I think that should be all right. Okay, so up at the top, they have our essential question. How can drawing a diagram help when solving problems about length? Okay, so all they mean about the diagram is what you see down here, and I'm going to explain this. And you can see it looks exactly like a number line that we've used before. So I'll explain what they mean by the diagram. So the problem up here, it says there's a paper clip chain that's 16 inches long. Aaliyah removes 9 inches of the paper clips from the chain. How long is the paper clip chain now? And then they have it written for us. What information do I need to find? We need to find out how long the paper clip chain is now. That's the question that they asked us. That's how we know what we need to find out. And what information do I need to use? So what did they tell us? Well, they told us that the chain is 16 inches long. Okay. And Aaliyah removes 9 inches. So we're going to fill that in. You don't have to do this. You can just watch me. And the chain is 16 inches long. Blank inches of paper clips are removed from the chain. We circled that, 9 inches. And then how long is the paper clip chain now? And that's what they wrote in for us. So down here on the number line, they're talking about inches in our problem. But as we can see on our number line, the spaces in between are clearly not inches. They're just using this number line and the spaces in between to represent an inch. We know this is really not 16 inches long. They're just giving this to us to pretend like it's inches. So this is what they mean by the diagram. All they did was just drew a line. You always start at 0. They drew a line all the way to the 16, okay, to say that that paper clip chain is 16 inches long, okay? Then we had to remove 9 of the clips. Aaliyah removed 9 of the clips, so we know that we have to subtract, okay? So up here is the other part of the diagram that they want us to draw. We had to draw how long the paper clip chain is and then how much we're going to remove. So we started at 16, and it's just like on a number line. We're going to count back from 9. Okay, so you start here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you can see it lands right at 7. So on this sentence here, that's where we're going to write our number sentences for our other problems. 16, and it's removed, so we know it's, minus equals 7. The paperclip chain is 7 inches long now. Okay? We found out it's 7 inches long. All right, so I'm going to flip this over and we're going to do page 566. I just want to make sure this is on the screen. Okay. Whoops, that's not a good spot. I'll try there. Okay. It says draw a diagram. So all the diagram is just drawing those lines above the number line. And it says write a number sentence using a blank for the missing number and then solve. And over here, it's reminding us of what information we need to find out and what information do we need to use. What we need to find out is going to be the question that they ask us, and what information do I need to use is what they tell us in our problem. Carmen has a string that is 13 inches long and a string that is 8 inches long. How many inches of string does she have? Okay, so she has 13 inches and a string that is 8 inches. How many inches of string does she have? So what are we going to do? Right, we're going to add. So let's draw our diagram. We're going to start at 0 and we're going to go all the way to 13 because that's her first string. There's our diagram. Now we need to have one that's 8 inches long. So I'm going to start at 13 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And where did we land? On 21. Okay? So our addition sentence is going to be 13 plus 8 equals 21. Okay, so Carmen has 21 inches of string. Okay, now I'm going to move this up here since we're done with that one. Okay, so here was her first string, right? Start and end. Then we counted over 8 more and landed on 21. 13 plus 8 is 21. This says Eli has a cube train that is 24 inches long. He removes 9 inches of cubes from the train. How long is Eli's cube train now? Okay, so we have to start at 0 and we're going to go all the way to what? 24. He has a cube train that is 24 inches long. He removes 9 inches. How long is his cube train now? So we know that it's 24 inches long. We know that he removes 9 inches. We need to find out how long it is now. So we're going to go ahead and draw from 0 all the way down to 24. We're going to pretend that this line is his cube train. Now we have to remove 9 inches of it. So we're going to start at the 24 and count backwards, right? Because this is removing. So we have to subtract, and when we subtract, we count back. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did we land? On 15. Okay, so I'm just going to make my line a little bit straighter. So we can write in 15 minus 9 equals, and I was supposed to put a blank in over here. So I'll put that there now. And Eli's cube train is, oh, I'm sorry, this is 24. Whoops. 24 minus 9 equals, right, that's where I need to write the 15. So this should be 24 minus 9. Sorry about that. You know what? I'm just going to write this over for you. There we go. And don't forget, boys and girls, you can pause, you can rewind if you need to and go back and look. Okay, I'm going through these kind of quickly. but if you need to, you can pause or rewind and watch it over again. Okay, I'm going to move on to page 567. Okay, 567. All right. Let me get this. All right, I hope that you can see that. Okay, same thing. We're drawing the diagram, and all the diagram is just drawing those lines to the lengths that they're telling us, and the other length if we have to add or subtract, okay? So draw a diagram and write a number sentence using a blank for the missing number, and then solve. Okay, Lee has a paper strip chain that is 25 inches long. He unhooks 13 inches from the chain. How long is Lee's paper strip chain now? So he has a paper strip chain that is 25 inches long. He unhooks 13 inches. Unhook. So if he's unhooking it, what do you think he's doing? Yeah, he's taking them away. He's removing them. So what are we going to have to do? Subtract. Good. So then what we need to find out is how long is his paper strip chain now? We know that it's 25 inches long. We know that he unhooks 13 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my diagram, which is just going to be the straight line that I'm pretending is his paper strip chain. So from 0 all the way down to 25. Whoops. 25. Okay. So we have 25 minus what? 13 equals blank. Okay. So now I'm just going to go back and take away 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And where did we land? On the 12. So 25 minus 13 equals 12. I'll write it in there. Lee's paper strip chain is 12 inches long now. Okay? All right, number 4. Sue has 2 ribbons that have the same length. She has 18 inches of ribbon in all. How long is each ribbon? Sue has 2 ribbons that have the same length. She has 18 inches of ribbon in all. How long is each ribbon? What do you think that is? What 2 numbers that are the same add up to 18? Right, 9. So if I go to 9, and then count over 9 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where do I land? Right, 18. Each ribbon is 18. Whoops, I'm sorry. I did it again. Each ribbon is 9 inches long. That one was a little tricky. So what would we have to write in here to figure that out? What would our number sentence look like? Do we know how long each ribbon was? No, but we knew we had to add them together because it was 18 inches in all. How long is each ribbon? So something plus something equals 18, and these both had to be the same. And if we remember our doubles facts, we know that 9 plus 9 equals 18. So each ribbon is 9 inches long. Okay, I'm going to flip this over and go to page 568. Okay, up at the top it's saying to use color tiles to measure the length of the object in inches. Well, I don't have color tiles. If you have a ruler, you can use your ruler. If you don't have a ruler, remember yesterday we used our 2 fingers. So I have my ruler with me. I'm going to use a ruler. And remember, when you're using the ruler, you line it, whatever you're measuring up on this black line, not the edge of the ruler, the black line. So what could we say about this little black string? It's about 4 inches, right? So go ahead, write your 4 in. Here they're using a bead. The bead is 1 inch long. Circle the best estimate for the length of this string. What do you think? The bead is 1 inch. So do you think this string is 1 inch long, 2 inches long, or 5 inches? How many of these beads do you think you could fit? Yep, you're right. 5 inches. Okay, let's draw a diagram. That's what we were just doing in this lesson. Drawing a diagram. Write a number sentence using a blank for the missing number and solve. A mark is 17 inches long. Katie erases 9 inches from the mark. How long is the mark now? So we have to use our numbers that they gave us and draw the mark up to 17, because remember, we're pretending each one of these spaces is an inch, even though they're really not, we're pretending. Okay, so you can start here. We're going to go all the way to 17. Okay, so we have a mark is 17 inches long. Katie erases 9 inches, and we know if we erase, we're taking something away, we're removing it, so we know we're going to have to subtract. This is what we need to find out. How long is the mark now? So on our number sentence here, we're going to do 17 minus 9 equals blank. And if we're subtracting, that's what we said, we have to start at the 17 and count backwards. Okay? So let's do that. We're going to go back 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And where did we land? On the 8. So the mark is 8 inches long now. Now, if you need to, for this lesson, if it's too hard for you to draw something above here and count back, go ahead and use it like a number line. That's okay. If you need to start here and make your jumps like we did earlier in 2nd grade when using number lines, and start here and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you can see, oh, I'm going to start my other part of the diagram here that I need to draw. She erased 9, so this is going to be the part. You can see it here. I'm going to start it here and then end it at 8. Okay? If that makes it easier for you to do, go ahead and do that. Down here it says use an inch ruler. What is the length of the string to the nearest inch? So I'll use my ruler again. To the nearest inch. You can see it's 3 inches. I'm going to go ahead and write it in there. If you don't have your ruler, use your fingers. Remember we talked about yesterday, 2 fingers is about 2 inches. So you can just go ahead and say 1, 2, 3, and you'll get your 3 inches. Okay, I'm just going to show you again on those other examples that we were doing about counting back or adding and counting forward. that if you need to, go ahead and count using the jumps like on the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you can go in and add the other part of your diagram when you're done, if that makes it easier for you. Okay? All right, boys and girls, that is it for lesson 8.5. Your homework is page 5, 569 and 570. Okay? So I hope you do your homework, and I will see you again tomorrow.